Now, Hyderabad and Cyberabad police have started a massive crackdown on what appears to be a new avatar of money lending and microfinance riding on online apps, not approved by the RBI and operating across cities, especially in the post-lockdown period when people lost jobs and all operations shifted online. After 3 deaths by suicide were reported due to harassment and humiliation by these high-tech lenders, the Telangana police conducted multiple raids in Hyderabad and Gurugram and have arrested at least 28 people acting as managers. One of the key accused is an engineer with an MS degree from the US who developed and sold money lending apps.
Hyderabad City Police Cybercrime Cell, they have unearthed a major racket in which some illegal microfinance companies, they were cheating public, extorting money and creating fear in the mind of many borrowers. These companies were not following the RBI guidelines, and as per the information which we received day before yesterday, the cybercrime cell conducted raids at various places in Hyderabad and also at few places in Gurugram in Haryana. They are also active in the National Capital Region, and so far about 150 laptops have been seized, servers have been seized, and about 8 people have been arrested.
Let's go across to Uma now for more. Uma, tell us, how did these apps work, and links have also been found to countries abroad?
Gargi, these are all apps which people who are desperate for money and having no means at all, especially post the lockdown period, seem to have been utilizing. These there are in fact telecallers who are specifically employed in order to lure people who are looking for bank loans or any kind of money from anywhere. And this happened especially during the lockdown period when people had no jobs or their salaries were cut and they desperately needed money. And that's when many of these apps seem to have become even more active. Just looking at the number of telecallers in each of these centers that were raided itself is an eye-opener, because there are as many as 500 people found in the call center in Delhi, 700 here. Some of them trained to lure people, some others trained to convince people to take these kind of monies, and the third category is people who are trained in fact to intimidate, to harass, to humiliate, and make these people pay up huge sums of money. We used to talk about loan sharks in the earlier times who were offline and who were in the villages or in the towns, and now we are talking about mobile apps which are using this app itself to access all the information that these people would have, their contact list, everything. Now the police is in fact warning people that when you are going into these apps, just check whether they are legal, illegal, and please do not share all your information. Even otherwise, the Hyderabad police had said that this year cyber crimes itself went up by 70% just this year, and you can imagine all the activity or the gambling, everything shifted online. In fact, they said this is very similar to the gambling rackets, because you have these shell companies and you have these kind of digital wallets through which the money was moving through multiple bank accounts. And what happens for the end user, he is paying as much as 30 to 35%, sometimes even 40% interest. One person who had paid who had taken 50,000 as loan said that he had paid up 1,30,000 and still he was being harassed. And what really happens is these people start accessing all your contacts and threaten you with FIRs and threaten to call up all your relatives. Some people who have taken it without telling their family, parents or wife and other relatives, all of them are informed, and there's public humiliation that's being that they are being put through. And that's the reason why we seem to have seen the death of an agricultural officer woman here in Siddipet, also a techie, in fact a software professional who had lost his job. And the police here believe that it is not just limited to an Andhra Pradesh or a Telangana, but this is going to be across states and needs to be probed. And yes, very importantly, the Chinese link, and apparently they had shifted their headquarters to Indonesia, Jakarta, so that the legal process there is easier. Back to you.